Asian pears. This is labeled as Korean giant, and I think it's correct label. They do get that big, and I don't know how old this thing is. Probably it's fourth year in ground, and this is the most it fruited. I actually thinned it out a bit because um, they tend to kind of break their branches when they're too heavy. So it went on a growth spurt. So a lot of those needs to go a little bit horizontal for them to produce a lot of fruit. There's some fruit on them though, but I might need to trim those so they start doing laterals. Last year we only got a few, and it's quite sweet. And the one we tasted, squirrels. It's a battle with squirrels with this. They love them, so hopefully they'll leave us a few. Like I said, there's quite a few right there. They start growing, so they're not quite ready. Probably a month. I mean, they would double in size. So we have a few more Asian pear. I wish I planted more of Asian pears. They're almost worry-free, disease-free. Yeah, those are ones from the vertical. So this one, I'm gonna leave it kind of propped to that so it doesn't droop and break the branch. But I have to do some pruning on this. So I did, like I mentioned earlier, I did thin it out quite a bit. Probably I took out 10 fruits, even though we only have, I don't know, probably 20 here. So I took out a third, simply because of I'm worried about the branch kind of bending and then splitting, because they get quite big. All right, for comparison, we have another one. The reason why I'm skeptical about the label, because these were clearance, and most of them are kind of like cocktail, fruit cocktail, what they call them. So they have different this 20th century right here, so they have different variety, and some of those varieties, multi-grafted variety, they kind of died off. So I'm just letting this guy do all its vertical growth right here, and then they need to go a little bit like this so that they'll start bearing fruit. So I'm just letting it recover. So this maybe 4 or 5 years old, and it's just now that the roots kind of establish themselves really well, and we're starting getting growth. This got destroyed by a lot of late freeze in April, so the flowers were just kind of destroyed. And I guess this one is a little bit more open right here. This one is not. I guess it has some protection, so a lot of its flowers were saved. That's why we have the fruits here. All right, let's take a closer look at the fruit. And when I was thinning them out, they're quite fragile. Those stems, those twigs right there, you could easily knock off the fruit if you move them opposite of their bend. So with high winds and whatnot, they stay in there as long as you don't twist them the other way. They easily fall. But if you just let them be right here, you can shake it. I don't want to shake it in case they don't. They quite stay in there, but they have that kind of snapping point easily right there if you move them, or if you try to prop the branch and you accidentally clip them, they easily fall. But so far I don't see anything on the ground right here. So hey, not so. All right, so that's our Asian pear update, and looking forward to giving giving you an update in a month. Let's see if there's more. The squirrels, because if you try this, it's already sweet, not sweet, super sweet, but it has a lot of flavor already and juice, and it's super firm, quite hard. But if you're wildlife, I mean, they're good enough to kind of eat right now. So, all right, I'll be back in a month if there's more to update. They'll probably double in size by then, and then another half a month to ripen fully. So, all right, that's our Korean giant Asian pear.